Oliphant Brewing has successfully positioned themselves as the class clowns of Wisconsin's beer scene with irreverent recipes and meme-worthy can designs that reflect the brewery's, let's call it, unique sense of humor. The last time that we visited their brewery for Dabbler in a Box, they didn't take us seriously at all, and that's exactly how we like it. So here's the story of their Go Bias Coffee Black Ale.
People just assume we're coked out of our minds, and we're not. We don't do cocaine or other ones. But that's like what everyone is like, oh, you must be silly. It must be silly drugs that make you have fun. And it's like, well, we can have fun without stimulants. We care enough, but we also don't like put anything in stone. We're not gonna get tattooed our logo, a mission statement, or not to make fun. It always ends up being mean. I'm not trying to say it's dumb to have a mission statement. We just think it's dumb. If that isn't, you know what I mean? Go for it. It's not mean.
No, sometimes that's the aesthetic that works, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't fit us.
Yeah, we don't want to have Oliphant good on anything.
Which sometimes it makes it easier, but sometimes it makes it harder too. Not have any rules. Josh started out being the manager of Taproom. I took over, and recently someone took over for me pretty much.
Because he was doing both taproom management, taproom shifts, and then also all the labels.
I think last year I did 75 just for the year, which was great, especially given the year. I think the toughest part is turnaround. Because we're so small, we can really pivot, and given 2 weeks, we can crank something out. Brew to packaged. Labels usually take about a week to get printed. There's just then getting it approved, TTB, getting the label approval. So sometimes there are some pretty tight deadlines. I would say that's the toughest part. Yeah, and sometimes too, a beer doesn't have a name yet. There's the style, there's adjuncts in it, whatever. So it is then coming up with a name and image on the fly, which is fun. It definitely is pressure. I think now, most of these names are coming from things people are saying here, like misspeaking, or Josh trying to tell me about another brewery's beer name and not remembering it.
Which one was that?
Oh, Gorb.
Yeah.
That was, because you had something from Hammerheart, and you said it was like Gorman's Gorb, and I was like, there's no way there's a beer called that.
Well, it sounded like an epic, the Viking tale of, and then I created, I guess, my own lore. It's not real, but Gorman had to find his Gorb. And I thought that was totally from Norse mythology, it sounds like it. Oh yeah, speaking of being a feeder. Yeah, this is our business hat.
Yeah, oh, that looks so
You like how they sway?
Yeah, you gotta test it out.
Yeah, so the plan is I'm hungry all the time, and I was gonna try to dip.
Oh, you got that one.
Well, that's what I was aiming for. I should have done both, you're right. The squid end. Oh no, I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh man, you're so close. Yes! Oh, how is it?
Cold.
Are the noodles all cooked?
No, they're not cooked all the way.
We're not afraid of coffee. I think that's kind of how this beer got its start. Coffee's been a great adjunct to beer, but we always felt it wasn't enough.
We love coffee. It's in his family's blood.
Totally. Yeah, my sister has a coffee shop in St. Paul. It's called Workhorse Coffee Bar. We use their Black Lotus espresso blend. In Go Bias, so that's my tasting note.
Yeah,
Coffee.
coffee.
The name is a reference, and I'm not going to tell you, because
Okay.
if you know, then you know. But it is a hint. Go Bias Coffee Black Ale. Kind of a mashup of X-Files, Twin Peaks, and
The He Who Must Not Be Named show.
yeah, totally.
In March, we're going with Mega Beer, who's a distributor who does pretty much all the coolest stuff out of Wisconsin.
Yeah, so that's good. So we will be available in
We're
more
going to be all
stores.
over. I think what'll be the benefit is the surrounding Twin Cities.
We closed last year for the mandatory closure. Doing that, we had time to kind of reflect. We brought back a lot of classic beers that we haven't done for years. So it was kind of nice when we did reopen the tap room, we had all these old favorites come back. So it was kind of that perfect timing where the regulars came back and all these beers they hadn't had for years. And I think we're going to continue. We're calling them like the classics. So Go Bias is certainly, that's why we have that back. Brown Sugar Brown and English style brown ale, Groot style, rainbow peppercorn, caraway seed, juniper berry, clove. Definitely a fun thing to try just because many places don't do them. It's not everyone's jam, but it's something fun to say you've had.
Our YouTube channel, Is It Haunted, which has 5 hunts.
There might be 6 episodes.
Ooh.
Because we did like a little primer. We started it last year, investigated the brewery here.
Yeah, we was trying to find out is it haunted or not.
And we're not going to tell you. But that's been a lot of fun, especially in times of the pandemic. Once winter hit, we kind of paused it, but we also want to get better at what we're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely like your guys' setup's a little bit more high tech than ours. So yeah, we're learning.
We've got some other places we want to check out.
But we'll, if other brewers are watching this, we'll see if your brewery's haunted.
Yeah,
That'd be a fun, cute
brewery
little thing.
specific.
We've never thought of it till just the second, but we'll do it.
Pretty good idea.
Is your brewery haunted? Ask Oliphant.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.